Hello, I am Virtual and welcome back to KSP. And I have finally done it. Finally finished building the Enterprise, the challenge, or the next challenge that has been given to me. I had to add a few other bits that aren't normally on the Enterprise, because apparently it didn't want to go up without them. I just didn't want to move at all. So in order to get it to move anywhere at any decent speed, I have, good God, that was loud. Like I was saying, I've added some engines to it just to actually get it up anywhere at any decent speed. Having said that, because I actually still have to hack the gravity, otherwise this thing doesn't fly, I will be seeing you guys in a second, because orbiting in this thing takes absolutely forever. So, I'll see you in a second. Right, so we are finally back. And we are almost in orbit around the moon. So, I'm just going to bring this orbit right down. And then we're going to plan out a place for... Well, we're going to set a landing coordinate. Now, the challenge did ask that I was supposed to make this slide along the moon, I think. I'm not sure if that's actually going to be possible because... Well, Kerbal doesn't really do sliding physics. So I'm just going to have to kind of wing it and hope for the best. Now, I think, are you too low? I don't know, you look like you might be too low. Yeah, you are. You're losing altitude. Are you losing altitude? You are, but very, 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 very slowly. Maybe if I warp you to, like, here, then will you have lost more altitude? Will you lose it at a faster rate? No, 27,000. It does seem to be losing altitude, just not anywhere near as fast as I thought it would. Oh, wait, there we go. Wait. What? Is that gaining altitude? Pretty sure it is. I think it's actually gaining out. How is it gaining altitude? What? I'll be right back. No, I tell you, I did turn the hack gravity off. Okay, I don't know what the hell is going on there, but I'm pretty certain. No, you're not gaining altitude, are you? You're actually losing altitude bit by bit. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Are we losing altitude here? Yeah, so no, we're not, really. We're kind of just staying in... Do you know, I'm going to add a maneuver here. And I'm going to bring this landing in manually. Well, even though I do have a mech-jeb unit on this, I'm actually going to do all of this manually because, to be honest, trying to get mech-jeb to crash is a pain in the ass. Okay, right, so we need to warp bit by bit because I'm not entirely certain what the hell's going on here, but I think we're safe enough to warp to the next node. Yeah, warp to next node. We'll get you in the next node, and bring you down. Just put the engines up full blast. There we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. There we go. Perfect. And get rid of that. Right, so that means I now turn the lights on for a start. And there we go. Number 9 will eject the body, leaving this as just the saucer, as the challenge said. Now I just have to make this thing kind of crash, but not crash. Basically, it's got to crash, but Jebediah has to survive. So this could get pretty interesting. I do actually want this to be going backwards, though, because I'm not going to be able to crash this the normal way, the way that I think the person who gave the challenge envisioned it, because space and Kerbal just don't work that way. That shit just doesn't. It's just not. It just doesn't work like that. You know, you can't just go ploughing into something at these sorts of speed and hope that you're going to survive. Especially considering that this isn't even a fifth. This is actually what? 1/100th scale of the actual Enterprise. Because the actual Enterprise is freaking huge. Like, it's enormous. I mean, I don't know if you've seen Star Trek Into Darkness, but the amount of damage that thing does as it comes down. And I know that's a dreadnought, but it's actually not. I think that's like 3 times the size of the Enterprise. So you can imagine how big the Enterprise actually is. It's freaking huge. It's enormous. Right, now we are going to have to start slowing ourselves down here. In fact, actually, we're still on. Yeah, we're still going up. We're not going down just yet. I don't actually know why I've got RCS on, because I don't have any RCS on this, on the saucer. Well, on the thing that I've used for a saucer, because, you know, this isn't actually the Enterprise, it's just a Kerbal version, I guess, kind of. Not really. It's a bad copy. It's the best I could do with what I have, okay? I mean, the only reason these engines are here is because I don't have anything that's powerful enough to lift this ship unless I put, like, these hyperdrive engines on, which just seem to automatically implode anything they're attached to because they're so powerful, they're actually too powerful. Like, I literally just have to tap the accelerate button with them turned on, and whatever they're attached to just goes instantly. So I'm not adding those. They're like ridiculously powerful, a little bit too powerful actually. Yeah, I think we can activate the engines now. Just start bringing this speed down a little bit. I mean, at some point I am actually going to eject these engines anyway. Actually, how's the main body doing? Where's that? That's still in orbit. That's actually still going to just collide on the previous collision course. Yeah, I mean, I'm not aiming to really land here. I kind of want it to just pat down and maybe bounce. I mean, I'm not, because of the way Kerbal physics work, I'm not entirely certain how the hell this is even going to work. So it should be amusing, to say the least, to watch me try this, because Kerbal's not really meant for that. You're not meant to intentionally slide along the moon. I mean, it is possible at these sorts of speeds. I don't think I'll be able to do it, so I need to slow down first. And I'm going to need to keep these engines for as long as possible, because I do have another set of engines behind these, but they're only little ion engines, so they're really not very powerful. Like, they just about get anything moving. I think they have a thrust output of 3 point something, whereas these have a thrust output of 500. Is it just me, or are you... No, you're not time warped, you're just freaking out a little bit. I think I might have to bring the power up just a tidge. Okay, we can stop and gently... I should have really attached lights to this thing, because I have no idea how close I am to the surface here. I mean, I am... I should be able to guess by how much thrust it requires for me to slow down. I mean, I probably want to be going around maybe... what, 30 meters per second if I'm lucky. I mean, I don't really want to be going much faster than that, because, well, things just aren't going to go very well for me if I go any faster than that, so let's hope. Come on. I know we're near the surface, because the moon's getting a lot bigger, but because of how dark it is, I'll try to up this in editing, or up the camera so you can actually see how close I am, but I've got no freaking clue. So, I mean, if this is dark for you, then don't worry, it's like a whole buttload darker for me. Like, I can't... the only reason I know the moon's there is because it's just this big black space. Like, there's nothing, not even stars. Whereas out here, there's stars and stuff. And obviously the Earth's over there, so this kind of has to be the moon. Process of elimination. Oh, actually, we might be able to get a half decent speed out of this. I wonder if we could maybe get 20 meters a second out of it. Yeah, that's looking pretty acceptable. Although we are still, like, really high up. So, let's speed it up a little bit. Let that count drop. Like so. Just put the engines on burst. There we go. Now, I want to kind of flip it round so that it's this way, kind of, I guess. I mean, I suppose what I could do is, I mean, I'm not entirely certain how the hell this is even going to work, or if it's going to work at all, for that matter. Because, I mean, part of the problem I've got is, as soon as any part of this crashes, or the debris that's above me crashes, I cannot go back to a quick save, or a, I can't go back to the space center. I can't revert to launch. I can't do anything because the minute anything crashes, the second I even try something like that, it's gonna crash the game. So this is pretty much a one-shot deal for me. Like, I have to go and do it all in one. So that being said, we are a lot closer to the surface now. I mean, I still don't have any clue as to actually how close we are. But I know we're pretty close. In fact, I'm actually going to activate the engines just ever so slightly. Because this number will start drastically dropping as soon as we get really close, even under this much power. In fact, I'm actually going to bring that down so that the speed is about 20 meters per second, because I don't want to be going too much faster than that. I know we're close. We are very close, but I've got no idea just how close. 16, 15, 14, 13, 10, 9, 8. We got to stop there, otherwise we're going to start ascending again. Yeah, I mean, in order to get this sliding on the moon, I've kind of got to time. I should have really done this on the light side of the moon, because I have to time. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, apparently the surface of the moon's there. So, yeah, as I was saying that... No, that's not the button I wanted. There we go. Now, you wanted me to slide across the moon. Fair enough. We're sliding across the moon. In case you couldn't tell, we're actually not. We're just burning power here for no reason. So, there wasn't really so much... I don't know, it kind of was a crash landing, but it kind of wasn't at the same time. So... I guess... maybe... kind of success? Oh, I don't know. I mean, to be honest, this is kind of like the best that I could manage. I don't actually think I could get it any closer than this without it just going and everything dying. So, unfortunately, that's going to have to be the case. However, we are going to get good old Jebediah here out on EVA. Look at all this Jebediah. Just plant a flag. Let's plant a flag. And well, you know what? We're gonna save this because I've just realised this. But in case you couldn't tell, that sort of that circle thing ain't going nowhere. Which means Jebediah is stuck on the moon. So, although the challenge itself kind of is done, but kind of isn't done, because I couldn't really crash it on the moon the way the challenge was meant to be done, Jebediah was stuck on the moon and alive, and so we're going to have to go save him. Which means I'm actually going to set my own operation for once, my own mission, to go save Jebediah. But I'm going to do it without having to take any other pilots up there with me, which means I need to have a cockpit that can take him back, but not take anything up there, which means it has to be droned, which could be difficult to say the least. So on that, actually, I tell you what, let's drop a quick save. Wait, that's the button for quick save, ain't it? I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know. Is that the quick? There, that should be the quick save. Oh, do you know what? We're actually not that far from the Icarus landing site. That's interesting. But yes, Jebediah and his flag. And let's see if we can go back to the space center and see if it crashes or not. In case you didn't guess, that cup means that yes, it did actually crash, like completely. It just did not have any of it. It booted me straight out the game. It was just like, no, just no. So yeah, like I said, it's one shot deal. Every time I crash, it crashes my game in return. Don't know why it does that, but it does. So yeah, I mean, it is kind of challenge complete, but kind of not at the same time. I did build the Enterprise and I did fly it to the moon, and I did kind of crash it into the moon, but not really. It was kind of one of those crashes where it was half-assed. But to be honest, I don't think I can actually do any better, so it's not half-assed at all. That's like literally the best crash I can do. So sorry about that, but you're just gonna have to make do with that. I mean, flying that thing is difficult enough on its own. I'm not doing it again. Because it's actually stressful flying it, like really stressful. I don't know why, and I should really keep looking at my camera, not my recording software. In fact, actually, do you know what? Whoop! There we go, much better. Actually, can I like angle you so that you're? Ooh, I can't. No, because my camera's like just below where the. It doesn't matter where I'm recording it, I'm just not ever going to be looking directly at the camera, because looking at the camera is weird for me. I don't know why, it just is. So, fun. I will try to look at the camera, but I do keep forgetting. Bad memory and all. But yes, so next time on Kerbal, I'm going to do a mission to go save Jebediah with a drone craft that needs to carry him back. If any of that makes any sense, I don't know. But yes, anyways, that's the next mission. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. Stay awesome as always, and I will see you lot in the next video.